मुंबई में इंडस्ट्री और एकेडमिया का हुआ संगम। सीआईआई और आईटीसी होटल्स ने अपनी राष्ट्रीय पहल को बढ़ाया आगे। भारत के शिक्षा रोजगार भविष्य को मिल रही है नई दिशा। दिल्ली, आगरा, कोलकाता, अहमदाबाद, बेंगलुरु और चेन्नई में सफल आयोजन के बाद सीआईआई इंडस्ट्री अकादमिक कनेक्ट 2025 अब मुंबई में आयोजित किया गया। 45 से ज्यादा इंडस्ट्री और शिक्षा जगत के लोगों ने मिलकर भारत के फ्यूचर रेडी वर्कफोर्स को मजबूत करने का बीड़ा उठाया। 19 जून 2025 मुंबई, दिल्ली, आगरा, कोलकाता, अहमदाबाद, बेंगलुरु और चेन्नई में सफल आयोजनों के बाद इंडस्ट्री अकादमिक कनेक्ट 2025 का सफर मुंबई में संपन्न हुआ। ये कार्यक्रम 19 जून को आईटीसी मराठा, मुंबई में आयोजित हुआ। इस पहल की शुरुआत कन्फेडरेशन ऑफ इंडियन इंडस्ट्री ने की थी और इसमें आईटीसी होटल्स और ईएचएल 1893 में स्थापित एकोल होटेलियर द लोज़ान ने सहयोग किया। कार्यक्रम में विचारोत्तेजक चर्चाएं, उपयोगी सुझाव और शिक्षा को इंडस्ट्री की बदलती जरूरतों से जोड़ने पर खास ध्यान दिया गया। मुंबई इवेंट में प्रोफेसरों, शिक्षा संस्थानों के प्रमुखों और मैन्युफैक्चरिंग, आईटी, एनिमेशन, फूड एंड बेवरेज, हॉस्पिटैलिटी और बीएफएसआई, बैंकिंग, फाइनेंस सर्विस और इंश्योरेंस जैसे क्षेत्रों के विशेषज्ञों ने बढ़ चढ़कर हिस्सा लिया।
Vice President, Talent Management for ITC Hotels, and it's a pleasure to be here. This course, the VET by EHL, is an 18-month course which offers skilling opportunities to the youth today. What this course basically does is that CII mobilizes these young adults who have cleared their Standard 12, and these students are selected by CII and then they are placed in different ITC hotels across the country. These students who are selected and who undergo this 18-month program undergo a stage-wise evaluation after every 6 months, and post completion of all evaluations successfully, these students then are offered jobs by ITC hotels and also within the industry. These young adults have the choice today to opt for careers if they want to with any of the brands they wish to go for. So that's one of the advantages this course has. It's a great opportunity for the youth to get into skilling. It gives an opportunity of development, and most importantly, it makes you employable. The course curriculum is defined by ईएचएल, which is École, hôtelière de Lausanne, which is the world's renowned hospitality education institution. The course curriculum framework is based on their inputs. Our managers and ITC hotels conduct sessions for them, and academic inputs are given to these students during the course of these 18 months. So the advantage here is that they get practical exposure. The industry practitioners are their mentors and coaches, and most importantly, the kind of exposure they gain in the luxury collection of ITC hotels is unparalleled. So great advantages, great opportunities for the students who get selected for the meeting. Thank you.
There are some questions.
Of course.
Could you share how ITC Hotels is integrating insights with like this program and 100% placement within, and how the practical trainings and placement is done?
देखिए, जैसे मैंने अभी एक्सप्लेन किया कि इसमें जो CII होता है, CII स्टूडेंट मोबिलाइजेशन करता है, एंड द बेसिस ऑफ दैट मोबिलाइजेशन करंटली हमारे 10 होटल्स में ये प्रोग्राम चल रहा है। इस साल हम 10 से लेके 12 होटल्स में इसको करेंगे। ITC Hotels today is a 140+ hotel company. There is a reason why we have only selected luxury collection hotels, because जो प्रोग्राम की क्वालिटी है उसको डाइल्यूट नहीं करना चाहते। That is the reason we started with 1 hotel, went up to 6 hotels. Today we are 10 hotels, and then gradually now moving from this year to 12 hotels. इसका सबसे बड़ा एडवांटेज ये है स्टूडेंट के लिए कि वो ITC होटल्स में उसकी ट्रेनिंग होती है। अब आप इस एनवायरनमेंट में खड़े हैं और इस एनवायरनमेंट में अगर किसी की ट्रेनिंग हो, so you can imagine the kind of inputs, the quality of inputs, and the level of involvement and mentoring which goes into development of that individual is completely unparalleled. So इस कोर्स के बहुत सारे एडवांटेजेस हैं, and most important, after 18 months जो यंग एडल्ट ये कोर्स कर रहा होता है वो एम्प्लॉयबल हो जाते हैं, बिकॉज जिस तरीके के इनपुट्स उसको पिछले 18 महीने में मिले होते हैं that makes him or her employable. So that's the greatest advantage which course offers.
Sir, any message?
Any message to the young new graduates? They are basically coming into like hotel industry and they want to pursue a career into hotel industry.
I think my only advice to these young adults who want to get into hotels is it's a great industry to work for. I have been in hotels for the last 30 plus years now. Never repented for a moment कि मैंने कोई गलत डिसीजन लिया. अपॉर्चुनिटीज़ ऑफ ग्रोथ बहुत ज़्यादा हैं इस इंडस्ट्री में. जिस तरीके के माहौल में आप काम करते हैं वो एक बहुत अच्छा माहौल मिलता है आपको. उसके अलावा जिस तरीके की और जो चीज़ें आप सीखते हैं वो शायद किसी और इंडस्ट्री में आप ना सीख पाएँ. तो मैं आपको यही बोलूँगा जो आज का यूथ है जो एक डिसीजन लेना चाहता है कि वो किस करियर को ऑप्ट करे. Hospitality industry is an extremely promising career industry which can offer you a great career, and as you can see the number of hotels are growing every year. इसका मतलब ही यही है कि opportunities बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, industry का growth बहुत अच्छा है और ये सही टाइम है.
And how it will be helpful like CIN, ITC collaboration and ईएचएल collaboration?
जो ये VET प्रोग्राम है ये 3 पार्टीज़ के साथ है. इसमें CII है, ईएचएल है और आईटीसी होटल्स है. सीआईआई जो है वो स्टूडेंट मोबिलाइजेशन करता है, एनरोलमेंट करता है. आईटीसी होटल्स उन स्टूडेंट्स को ट्रेनिंग देते हैं 18 महीने के कोर्स में. और जो ईएचएल है उनका एकेडमिक फ्रेमवर्क होता है जिसके बेसिस पे हमारे जो मैनेजर्स होते हैं उनको ट्रेन करते हैं, उनको एकेडमिक सेशंस उनके लिए कंडक्ट करते हैं और ईएचएल उनको सर्टिफाइड करता है टुवर्ड्स द एंड ऑफ इट. तो ये रोल होता है इन तीनों पार्टीज का.
Director and regional head for EHL in India, South Asia and Middle East. We are the world's #1 hospitality business school out of Switzerland. We've been ranked the #1 for the last 7 years, 7 consecutive years, and we're also the oldest. 1893 is when we were established. And in India, we run a very successful program called Vocational Education and Training by EHL. This is run in partnership with the Confederation of Indian Industries as well as leading hotel brands like ITC Hotels, where we are seated today. It's an 18-month diploma program, and students get a global diploma from the world's #1 hospitality business school after 18 months. They work in the hotels, they study in the hotels, they interact with real guests, they're solving real world problems, and they are trained by hotel professionals rather than academic people. They are going through a very rigorous academic framework at time, which is designed by the world's #1 hospitality business school. We've been in partnership now for the last 4 years with CII as well as ITC Hotels, and we are now launching our next mega cohort in August, and would certainly invite applications from students to join this cohort because seats are now filling up fast.
Sir, can you speak about the importance of international pedagogy such as that from EHL and CCI, which is a part of this course?
Yes.
So how it will help students basically?
Yeah. So we are
in vocational and professional education.
Yes. So we are the world's #1 hospitality school, and we take that global pedagogy, that global international pedagogy, and we have tailored it to the Indian realities and the Indian context. So it really helps students understand things from a global perspective, but at the same time put the local relevance also to it. And what we're also trying to do is that we're trying to elevate the perception of vocational education in the hospitality sector. Many a times people think that because it's vocational education and it's not a degree, I will not be as successful. But there is a large requirement for people who are ready with hands-on skills to really perform, rather than people who come with a degree.
Sir, after a lot of successful in Tier 1 cities actually, what are the plans for Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities where there is a lot of requirement?
So for us, this is not only limited to Tier 1 cities. In fact, we have gone all around India. We have done similar initiatives in Ahmedabad, in Agra, in Jaipur, because we also know that there is a very large catchment area there. And with our partners like ITC hotels, like Hyatt hotels also as well, we can kind of spread ourselves across the ecosystem.
I am chairman of one of the top 10-15 IT companies called Mastech. I am involved, of course, with CII in many national councils as well as regional councils, and also in IT industry associations like NASCOM. And what I want to talk about, obviously, is the job opportunities, skills required, changes that are required in school curriculum to make tomorrow's IT engineers and the people who will be affected by the changes that are going to come due to IT revolution. So that will be the focus that I have.
Sir, how it will help this professional program of hotel industry with collaboration with CCI and ईएचएल and ITC?
See, my focus obviously is on IT, as I said, and to that extent, what is most important is that revolution that is happening in IT industry, in AI, in machine learning, in areas of cyber security, are going to affect all the industries. Whether you are in hospitality industry, whether you are in healthcare, or you are in education or logistics, there is going to be no industry which is not going to be affected. So the point I am making is, it doesn't matter which industry you are, whether you are going to join any of those industries or my own IT industry, all of them require certain skills and certain changes in the way we conduct education in the school. And hence, I think this is a good way that CII is connecting us with school principals. And I welcome that effort. And that's why I'm here.
Sir, have you observed any specific sector like trend demand that will urgently address by educational institution?
Yes, as I said, tomorrow's engineers have to be IT savvy. You will not able to survive in any job role in any industry unless you are IT savvy. So that's point one. Point two is, within IT, the AI, artificial intelligence, is making great inroads. And one has to understand what artificial intelligence can do in their own job, in their own industry. And to do that, I think analytical skills, logical thinking, critical thinking, and creativity, all the skills are required, which we need to nurture at the school level. Because that's the best time you can do some of the skill building.
Sir, with your industry expertise and standpoint, I wanted to know where do you see there is a gap, if any, between student and educational institution? Like, and what the market, what they are taught today and what market requires today?
See, today's educational system is still not geared towards tomorrow's industry and jobs, as I said, because the nature of the job is changing, nature of the industry is changing, type of technologies that are going to come are changing. And that requires somebody who continuously learning new skills all the time. Tomorrow's person will survive in the role, do well for herself or himself if he or she is going to continuously learn. So we need to make tomorrow's engineers, tomorrow's hoteliers, tomorrow's transport experts, all of them continuously learning. And is our school allowing that to happen, or are we just doing a rote learning and just passing exams? But passing exam is just one time. Just because you have stood first in the class doesn't mean anything unless you practice. So the point we are making is, how do we change the curriculum to make them think, change themselves? One. Number two, how to, as I said, analytically think and solve problems. And beyond anything else, find new problems to be solved. You see, what is the critical skill required? I know many things, but if I don't know how to apply it, there is no use. I should know what is the problem of healthcare today, and then I can use it, right? Otherwise, I'll solve the wrong problems. So finding out right problem to solve also is important. All this requires some skills, and some of them can be built in schools. That's the point we are making.
My name is Raj Malapurpu. I lead HR for in MENA and Turkey. I'm absolutely glad to be here today.
So what are the key learnings from the previous city edition which have happened which have launched in a big way? How will it help
Thank you for the question. I've had some of the colleagues that I've known speaking in different cities and different connects that we're having with academia. I think this is a very important connect to understand the expectations from corporate India and what the directors and principals here can do to create future-ready students for the country as well. I think there are some themes that have been consistent in terms of how we create technology skills, basically students are prepared to change with changing times and also think of being lifelong learners. I think those are some consistent areas. I really like the conversations we had today on being ready for change, but also understanding problems that we need to solve, having the ability to find problems and then having solutions to it. I think that's been a great perspective.
the VET course which has been launched, and there are 3 giant bodies which are collaborated with like ITC, CII, ITC. So how do your take on that?
I think it's a great initiative, and I think we need to do more to popularize it. The company that we operate and run in India and globally, the chefs are the backbone of the work that we do. We have 100+ chefs at Rich Gardens that serve our customers across the country. And we think it's a great way to start creating vocational training along with skills that help them have thinking skills and be able to get trained on the job and then be of value and be ready. I think it's very powerful. And at the end of the day, it was not something I was aware of as I came into this conversation. I'm hoping to see how we can partner to make this work.
Have you also any specific sector to trends or demand that should be urgently addressed for the education in India?
I think there's a lot of evolution going on with the changes in technology, changes in societies and changing economies. Everyone's talking about AI, ML, the application of AI to every aspect that we do. I think design thinking is an area that needs a little more attention as we think of creating experiences. And the third is, like we were talking about the panel, emotional intelligence, the ability to manage yourself amidst a barrage of technology coming in and making quick decisions on what the right thing to do is and making the right choices. I think become key skills for the
Good afternoon. My name is Sridhar Sarthi. I'm the Chief Business Officer and Head of Sustainability CSR at Tata Capital Limited. It's been a privilege to address the principals and various teachers of students at the function today. I thank CI for inviting me, and I think it's an opportunity to collaborate with CI to create the future of tomorrow, which is basically the students, as them young, make sure that they're financially literate, make sure that we ensure that the skills that are required, help them, support them, mentor them, groom them, and together create a better future and make sure that we also have the right talent in the financial services industry.
So the CIS industry is coming up with such courses for students in financial sector.
So there is a huge opportunity. As I mentioned, the BFSI industry is one of the fastest growing in the country and is the foundation, major foundation for the country's growth and success. India has grown very rapidly over the past few years, past few decades, and the financial services is the backbone and it's an important element of the country's success, there is a huge opportunity for the youngsters to create the better India, the future of India that is required. We along with CII would definitely like to explore opportunities to provide the youngsters in the nascent stages, which is basically schools, to provide them with the right kind of platform. For example, the financial literacy program is there to make sure that they're better aware, more digitally aware of what is happening within the industry, make sure that they make the right decisions, and sometimes it also helps them to make a career basis on what they've learned in the school days.